Okay, we just need to do like a really quick review from the previous match. I mean, yeah, we won, but I'd consider this your first actual match on map 1 just because, on NA with Windia and Luminaries, the matches they had on map 1 were pretty much pointless because it's either you fight a guild that's just a bunch of alts or it's a much larger guild than you guys, and pretty much, like you guys just capture one point and then, just log off pretty much. So no real fighting actually happened. Um, you can see like right here, especially compared to map 2, if you are not positioning properly or if you're not using certain skills like you're supposed to, you are going to get punished for it. And you can see like this game, we had what, 22 deaths. I mean, honestly, probably could have cut that down to about like maybe 15 or 16 deaths. Because some of them, like, you get rezzed and then like a second later you end up dying. We'll get to that shortly. You can see here the only concern against this guild is just the red emblem, and it's kind of just containing him, slowing him down, keeping him CC'd so he can't really do much. And then so the night before I told you, so the only issue that we're gonna have to focus on would be that sacrifice paladin, and it's pretty easy to shut down because he is a melee class. You just need safety walls, and then you have your Quagmire, Gravity, and Magnolia card, which is gonna make it very hard for him to just run around and just constantly just one hit people left and right. Unfortunately for this match, like I ended up having to focus on you in the end, Fake well, instead of focusing on the other people on our team, because the thing is, like, I saw like he wasn't like 60% of the match, he wasn't really slowed. Right, I saw him kind of just moving at his normal speed, and he's like, if he's gonna be standing in the middle of us, like he did for this pretty much this whole match, he needs to constantly be CC'd. He should have constantly have been slowed, right? But unfortunately, I don't know. Like he maybe just were missing your gravity field placements. I know you said you didn't place Quagmires. You definitely need to place your Quagmires. I mean, just casting SG, like somebody said on voice that he was using Angelin card. So he doesn't have Mark card. He will get frozen. So he does have Endure. The thing is, all levels of Endure only have a 7-second hit limit. So if he's standing in the stack and just getting hit left and right, that 7 hit limit's gonna pop pretty quickly. So like, if you're just casting SGs on him, you're gonna see like somebody was casting SG on him. He was getting knocked around, and so he can't even smack anybody in melee range if he's constantly just getting knocked around. And if you combine that with the slow from your Quagmire and Gravities and your Curse, like he's not gonna be that effective. He can't really get kills if he can't get in range to kill people. You can see also, like I told you at the start, like as soon as the match starts, you need to be spam clicking this elemental resist. It's already 10 seconds into the game before you finally cast elemental resist. We needed that at the start. We don't need it here. But, at the start, like when we're pushing heavy, I mean, these people, other than the red emblem, like they're pretty weak. So we didn't really need it here, but, you know, against the next two guilds, we actually might need that elemental resist at the start. So, you know, as you're walking in, make sure you walk into the point first, like right on the edge of the circle. So like make sure you go inside the circle first and then cast it. I'm actually gonna, I put Suffer back on my build. So you can cast either, just the regular gravity field, or you can cast Storm Gust. Because I'm actually going to Suffer you first as we get in. That way you can get a quick AoE out to either CC them and try to zone them. Here you can see like you're not cast like you know this guy is a melee character, right? So all you have to really do is just cast safety wall, and you'll be pretty safe from his autos. At least for like a good maybe like 4 to 5 seconds, because he still has a pretty decent attack speed, so he will eventually break through the safety wall. And that's also another thing you need to use your smoky card more often. So say you're on safety wall, you start smacking it. You know it's not gonna last forever. If it's eventually gonna break. So you want him to lose his targeting on you, especially because he can just easily one-shot you, right? So before safety wall expires, you need to use your smoky card so you can break his targeting on you. Hopefully he doesn't have sight up. I don't think he's even running sight, but you know. Still smoky. Hopefully he's not running sight, so then it causes him to lose vision on you, and then like he moves on to somebody else. So here, you know, you're not casting, I mean, not even putting quagmires. But, you know, for sure, cast safety wall whenever it's off cooldown. Let me see, I think you... No, this one's from an ADL that's hitting you. You can see you died like 3 times in like, this is like maybe 5 seconds. You need to, you know, if you're dying that many times in a row, you need to use your smoky card as soon as you get rezzed. Cause you wasted 2 of my rezzes that I could have been, you know, I could have been healing the other people in our party, or I could have rezzed somebody else. But instead I rezzed you twice just for you to die shortly after. And I think same but here, not this one, but let me see if I can find it. I think it might be okay, it's this one. So when you're, you know, coming back from spawn, you need to rotate your camera, because like right here, you're just blindly walking straight down. Not only that, you did kind of smoke it a little too early. You could have gotten, I think you see when you smoke it, I think right as you walk out. I mean, you could have walked down to like right here first. I mean, that's why you need to rotate your camera to see if it's safe to walk here. But, you know, rotate your camera. I mean, the enemies are a little bit right here, but they're kind of focused on the action that's in front of them. So you could have just gone in from here and then smokied. Not only that, like when you smoky, there's no reason for you to cast energy coat because you're already hidden. You see there's no sight, there's no Rubok. They're kind of preoccupied with the action going on over here. But you casted energy coat. And the issue with that is like you revealed yourself way too early. Especially like you're right next to the enemies and you decide to reveal yourself for some reason. Well, I mean, if you're gonna cast energy coat, you want to do it after your hide duration wears off. And then here, I mean, you're running away. You could have, you know, either you cast Storm Gust. If you're gonna cast a Gravity, like in a situation like this when you're just kind of trying to get away, you can just switch to your second skill bar and just use the level 1 Gravity. I think here I res you, and then same thing, like you just end up dying. So that was pretty much a waste of my res. Also, I'm not sure what I already told you after the match, but against the red emblems, if they're diving into our stack, right, you need to use the correct gravity field. So I think most of the match you're trying to cast level 5 gravity field onto Fake Well. The issue with that is like your level 5 gravity and your level 1 gravity are pretty much gonna deal the same amount of damage to him, which is like 2 or triple digit damage. So it's literally just tickling him, right? So there's no point of you using a level 5 gravity with the higher cast time when you can just use a level 1, which is going to deal like the same amount of damage, but it's going to be a much faster cast. And it's going to allow you to stack more gravity fields to try to CC him and slow him down. And then here, this is why you need to rotate your camera angle often, because you're getting hit by an ADL right here. But you can't see it because, you know, he's right behind the chat box. And then the thing is, like, you're just standing here and you're not, like, moving away. The thing is, he's an ADL. If you stand there, that's, you know, that's what the ADL wants. He wants you to be stationary so he can dish out his full damage. You had time to actually walk away, and then either, you know, you could have walked away and then smokied, or at least walk away and then kind of lessen the amount of damage that you're taking, because he has to be in range for him to auto attack you. So if you just walked away, you probably would have lived right here. Instead, you just stay still and then you get picked off by the ADL. I mean, most of this match, I mean, it's fine that he's focusing on you rather than focusing on like the main AoE DPS up here. Because the thing is, like, you're just a CC wizard. You're not really. You can cast gravities up here against their weaker players. It might or might not kill them. The thing is, like, it's gonna take like multiple ticks from your gravity field to kill these people, right? But for our main AoE, it probably takes maybe like 1 or 2 just to kill all of these people. So I mean, him, what you call fake well focusing you rather than the AoEs is, you know, it's actually a good thing. I mean, yeah, it sucks that you died that much, but you know, he's wasting his time killing CC wizards and supports back here instead of actually helping his guild, you know, by killing our main AoE DPS. Like, all he's doing back here is just stat padding, which is pointless, because like, this isn't about, like, you don't win this game based on how many kills you have. You win it by capturing and holding points. Thing is, like, he's not even helping his guild capture points. Like, he's just here killing people. I mean, he's still single target, he's killing people. But the thing is, the people he kills, they just get rezzed. While we have our main AoE DPS deal with the people up here, so he can't. The rest of his guild can't even push into the point to try to like, contest. So I mean, that's a good thing for us. I mean, so you can see like he's not really slowed here. Like, you can see he's moving normally. That's why I asked you after the game, like, if you even casted any of your stuff on him, because like I'm watching you die over and over, and I'm watching him, like, I can see like he's just moving around at normal speed. Like, he needed to, especially if he's going to be sitting on our backline like this, he needs to be constantly slowed. So either, you know, you're stacking your level 1 gravities, or you're also placing your quagmires. I'm not sure if you'll see it here, but like, you can see, like, let me put on normal speed. But when he's slowed, right? Like, you see how slow he moves. So that's like, if you're able to constantly slow him, he wouldn't have 192 kills. He would have had much less than that for sure. Also, you know, if you're casting your safety walls, if you also used your smoky card as well, definitely would have helped you die less. So also, Arcors came out yesterday. That means you're gonna start seeing more Grimtooth Assassins. So the important thing for that, especially for map 1, is you need to have sight up. Even if you don't have sight, I don't think we have the vision potions right now. But you can see, like, when a Synex casts Grimtooth, you can tell where the Synex is actually hiding, because it shows you where the Synex is casting from. You can see Paper Doll right here. There's a Synex. This is Sarah casting Grimtooth on her. And so you can see, like, Grimtooths are coming from right here. So, you know, I went to go CC these people, and then I can see that, okay, so there's a Synex casting Grimtooth right here. I was trying to cast SG, it's just unfortunately, you know, there's an LP right here, so this square right here is an LP. And it, you know, it cock blocked my SG cast, pretty much. And then I get picked off by Fugazi. But the thing is, so if, you know, even, so I think right here, right, Sarah wouldn't have been in sight range anyways. But you can see, like, there's a Synex right here casting. You need to knock them out of stealth, so it's easier for our single target DPS to identify and locate where that Synex is, and then they can go and deal with that person. Because if we leave them unchecked like this, especially if our priests aren't putting down Numas, they're gonna wipe people out, and it's gonna be an issue. So definitely make sure you also keep an eye out for this, for Synex's casting. We do fight Star. I don't know if X will use a Grimtooth build or if he's gonna run. Because, you know, he has a Baphomet card. I don't know if he's gonna do like an auto attack build or Meteor Assault or whatever. Well, we'll have to wait and see tomorrow in game. But if he is running some sort of like melee DPS build, make sure you cast your, make sure you're casting your safety walls whenever it's off cooldown. For elemental resist, just use it at the start. Don't worry about recasting it after that initial one, because what I want you to focus on for right now is like better positioning, making sure you're also using, you know, safety wall as well as your smoky card. And then definitely make sure you place Quagmires, because like if you had Quagmires here as well, like he was already slow enough just from Curse and Gravity, but if you had Quagmire, it should almost root him in place. So like the only way he's gonna get in onto people to auto attack them is by using his charge attack. You can see he's gonna charge attack right here. So he charges the attack on you, you die. I mean, it's fine. You are, you know, you're just like, he's wasting his time killing a wizard that's just here for CC instead of actually, you know, killing the actual DPS that's killing the rest of his guild. But you could have definitely, you need to reduce the amount of deaths you have. Like I said right here, you need to. Should I use Smoky card so that way he loses his targeting on you? Because I'm having to waste time constantly rezzing you instead of focus on like killing other people in the party, or maybe even rezzing other people in the party that end up dying. So like in the future, like if you die, if I res you and you die again, I'm probably not gonna res you. Unless there's nobody else that needs to be rezzed or everybody's at full HP or something. Because if I res you and you keep dying like 3 times in a row in like 5 seconds, it's just a waste of a res. So you have to make sure you know, you work better with your positioning. Definitely do not try to stay this close to the red emblem. You want to constantly like reposition away. And then, like I said, make sure you're using your safety walls whenever it's not on cooldown, as well as your smoky card. And then we'll see how today's match goes, assuming, you know, you're still on the map 1. If there's still issues, we'll do another video, point that out, and hopefully you will, you know, make improvements on those, and then hopefully we'll see less of those mistakes on, what's it, Saturday, which will definitely be the most important match, because that should be Manja, since, you know, they lost to them last week, so you definitely don't want to lose to them again. But we'll just wait and see, and hopefully, you know, you apply, you know, hopefully you learn from all these mistakes from this game, and then you apply what you need to do for the next one, and then we'll go from there.